Good morning, sports fans. I'm inside the tent. Inside the tent. I'm inside the sleeping bag. I got no tent. I'm inside the sleeping bag, and I'm going to open her out because it's daybreak. It's probably not much above 0 degrees. We're fairly high up. Oh, here comes the sun, my friends. Here comes the sun. Just have a look at this one. Have a look. Have a look out there. Right. And overlooking there is the bay. Hey? It's looking pretty good, right? Hey, sports fans, we made it through another night. Just another lonely night until I call you. Hey, we done it. The scissors, I cut my beard off a little bit. Got all that out of my mouth. Here comes the sun. It's going to be up over them trees in a minute and right on my little sleeping bag. My humble little abode here in the thicket. I chose the thicket because the thicket protect me from the wind a little bit. And this is how I am. I got a Truckies cover for furniture that he left beside the bin. It's very good. It's wool. And I tell you what, it's very, very warm. I stitched it to the outside of the sleeping bag. And there's my backpack behind me. Now, I must admit, after 6 months of living like this, I'm in urgent need of resupply. And I'm hoping my lawyer back there in Australia gets me my inheritance money. And I'll be definitely buying a little van and sticking it in a caravan park somewhere and living in there. Thank the Lord. So hurry up, my dear lawyer, and do what you can for me, because I tell you what, it's beautiful and I love living like this, and this is my natural way of living because I like it. You know, I like being alone, I like seeing nature, I like contemplating my thoughts, I like expressing my thoughts to the world, and this is what I like doing. I love art. I want to fly them planes, mate. It's been 6-7 months. I'm not set foot in the air. I'm so good at it. And I really am a good pilot. Hey, look, talking about planes, look up there in the sky. There goes one across there now. The sun's shining through its trail, condensation trail. Hey, I wonder where he's off to. I wonder where he's come from. Certainly from Africa. I can only imagine. That's the east. He's come from south. So, here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do-do. Beautiful. Here it comes. And right on me, man. It's going to be right on me. So I'm truly blessed. I've got a few oranges. I got my dog food. And I tell you what, I'm going to be munching into that and powering myself up. And then I'm back into Marshall. It was a lovely walk up here and stuff. And everything's beautiful and everyone's beautiful. I finished reading the sample of Harry's book, and I tell you what, Harry, you read a good book there, my man. You've read a good book. You shouldn't have been brought up like that, right? You're the prince. You don't have a prince and make him the pauper and put him through all that. What to learn? That is such a sad tale for both you and William. It really is. And no wonder Megan comes along. And she would see it straight away. Get my children out of here, because my children aren't going to grow up like this. If he's the prince, right, and he grows up like that, what chance of my children? So I'm getting them out. I understand why she did it. I understand the whole situation. I see Harry's book as a reaching out to both his pa and to William, of reconciliation, to bring them back together. And I all think they want to be back together. They've all been through a horrid existence. That's no way to raise the Prince of Wales doing what they do. That's crazy. Like Harry said, it's crazy. What, I got to go through that because you went through that, Dad? That's madness. It's ridiculous. And I applaud Megan for getting her kids out and taking them to California, because that's what I do. There's no way my kids are going to be brought up like that. No bloody way. I got money and they don't have to be brought up like that. They can live in a nice house and have a nice time and experience life and do what they want to do and make their own choices. That's what's going to happen. There's not going to be blinking degradation in a boarding house. That's crazy nuts. That's the nuttiest thing I ever read in my life. But that's what happened to the poor guy. So I applaud you, Harry, and I applaud you, Megan, for looking after your kids. Give your kids the best life. You know, it's like Dionne Warwick, I believe, sung a song, you know, I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty you possess inside. This is a chance, right? It's a chance, right? And Megan's done the right thing. Change it, right? Walking down behind everyone else, holding hands when they shouldn't. That's the love, man. Feel the love. Show the love. Show the world the love. And to the Filipino people, she talks in Tagalog to the Philippine people. She takes the time to learn, and everyone's got to post it to some narcissist. That's horrible, horrible stuff. How could a narcissist do these things, right? Make these considerations for her children, take it upon herself, be exiled from the royal family like she has been, title stripped, all because she wants to give her kids the correct upbringing. That is not narcissistic. That is a loving parent, and I applaud her for that. I read a book. I brought a book, The Bench, and it was a lovely book. You forget that it was written by Megan, and in the end you think, wow, I'm in the mind of a princess. And it was a beautiful book. And she sees things beautifully. So how she's a narcissist, I never know. And Harry's just a lovely guy. And good on him to stick with her because she's a lovely person. And their kids are truly blessed that they both got their kids out of there for the kids' sake. And I applaud them as parents. So get back together with William and then have a look at William's kids. They're going a bit funny, you know what I mean? They look a bit stunned, like stunned mallets of poor things. So help your brother out, help William out, help your dad out. You know, you've all suffered. It's been a terrible life for you all. And I cannot imagine why they put you through that. But that's what they did. Though, I love everyone. I love yous. I'm up here on this mountain to the north, about 8 kilometers north of Marjalay. And it's beautiful, and the sun's coming up. I got some food, I got some oranges and that. I'm going to tuck into them. And I just had to get out of that city. So grimy, so dirty, and so much misery. You see a lot of it. So many people desperate, and I just had to get out, back into nature. And here I am, and I'm truly blessed. And here comes the sun. I love you, Julia, right? I've never met you. I've never met her. I've never met that kid, right? She's the love of my life, and I never met her. I don't want to meet her, and she won't talk to me. I don't know why she don't want to talk to me. I got no idea. One thing I'd like to ask her, why do you never want to talk to me? I'm a loving person. I'd do anything for you. And why didn't you want to talk to me? I mean, I'm not a horrible person, Julia. For God's sake, all I asked you to do was sing a song. That's all I asked, and it was such a good song. We could have made money and be happy for the rest of our lives, and you wouldn't do it. That's madness. Absolute madness. I don't understand it one bit. And to vindicate myself, I got to get one of my songs on the radio, because that will prove. Julia just should have sung my song, and we would have been a family together and far better off. She would have had brothers and sisters. That is nuts. Her choice not to sing my song is nuts. It probably wasn't her choice. It was probably put on her by my family not to sing it with their hypnotic bloody hypnotism. But all the same, you know what I mean? I'm a good songwriter, and I can write songs like nothing else. But sooner or later, that sun's going to be shining right on me in this thicket, and I'm going to be happy because it's going to be nice and warm. I'm eating oranges and the dog food. I like eating that dog food. It's tasty, man. All right, off I go. Thank you. And remember, it's all good when you're in the wood.